I'm not 100% sure. Maybe let's try to go through it step by step and try to see if we have things done and if we need stories for some of them or not.
Mm-hmm.
So in this job seeker part, we already have the registration done.
Well, we don't entirely because we haven't been able to upload a resume and store it yet.
Okay, so let me think. Let me think. We cannot link things here. There's no way to link them. How can we signal that? I'm trying to think on a way to by looking at this we know which parts are ready and which parts are not.
Well, we could add another column called complete, and then another column called to do. That's
The major issue there is the way you connect the things from one way to from GitHub into here because it's everything is manual and it takes a lot of time to move things around.
it does, yeah.
So I'm not sure if that's the best way.
Well, we don't have to put links anymore. I mean, if we just put, especially under a to-do column, if we just put the number, if there's a waffle list you already created for a to-do item, we can put the number there but not a link to it, because that's way too much work to maintain all that.
Okay, so let's
Problem is this this Mercury editor is really tough to work with.
Yep.
It's really primitive.
Oh.
Yep.
It's line based. Okay. I'm thinking if I should split this into multiple lines.
Yeah, I think it probably makes sense. It's a lot. It's a pain in the neck, but otherwise it'll be tough to keep track of what's going on.
Okay. So do we have a waffle for this?
We
Or
had
what's missing?
we had an initial waffle done by
Upload here.
upload resume. There you go. 120. Yep.
So basically, this is what's needed to be able to. So let's see. Is there anything else that we need for the registration of the job seeker?
In your API, so is your API ready to take a resume that's uploaded and store it?
Yes. Store it, yes.
If we do that, are we going to be able to replace a resume or do we?
What you do is upload it. You upload a resume.
So you upload it again to replace an existing resume?
Yep.
I guess we're not going to store multiple resumes for a job seeker, right? Not at this point.
Currently, there is the thing is. Okay. So how does this work? We can do this the way we prefer. I did not associate anything with the user. So doesn't make much sense. So basically, what you do, if I show you the API here. Oh, no, it's not here. It's MetPlus. Okay, this isn't like the off the it's pretty awful to this part. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. I remember how this works. What this does, you need to do posts. And on these posts, you need to pass some information. The user ID that you can define the way we can define it the way we want it and send it here. We need to pass the name of the file and the file itself. Okay, so what does this bring us? The cruncher have no clue if it's the same user or not.
I see. Yeah.
Makes sense. So basically, what we can do in the Rails side is, if for now we just want a resume one. So what we can do, we generate an ID and send it back and save it on the database. If in the future we want to have multiple resumes for the same person, we create a table, we generate the IDs there, and send those IDs to the cruncher, and the cruncher just stores a file for a user X, and that user can have multiple multiple resumes there, so we can do it the way we want to.
So this same user ID in the Mongo database can have more than one resume with the same user ID.
Each user ID in the Mongo side has only one resume. Yes.
So we have to have a unique user ID for each resume?
Yes. We need it.
Okay. So a job seeker would have to have multiple user IDs maintained on the Rails side to accommodate multiple resumes. Yep.
Well, I call it user ID here because it's a user ID, but it doesn't need to be a user ID. Can be just a tag work with. So because basically at this point, where is that? Looking at the ERD. Where's the user? Job seeker. Job seeker has one resume here.
Right.
So
yep.
we will store it. We will store this user ID, this ID identifier of the resume here, and we'll use it to pick up the resume for the user. And what I was saying is that if in the future we want to have multiple, we just create a new table and export this into a table.
Yep. Okay.
I need to. This is like my first dirty approach to have some sort of documentation. I need to get it.
Make it look pretty. It would be good if. So one of the reasons why we're doing a lot of cosmetic stuff, cleaning up duplicate code, is that I've been trying to make sure that that Vijaya has some stuff that's reachable for her, and even the drying up stuff takes her a while. I think she's limited in time, and I think her skills are still growing, as all of ours. I'm wondering though if we could propose that she takes this ticket, this 120, and works on it, and if you had enough documentation for her, she would be able to make progress on this. I'm hoping that's the case.
Yes, I prefer someone else that's not me to pick up this to make sure that things are working because I tested it and everything, but as I did the code, sometimes it's hard for me to look back.
Oh yeah,
So,
absolutely.
but the problem with Win20 is that the 120 is blocked by the 169,
Hmm.
and then we need to create multiple things. But yeah, I think we should 169, no 189, create a service to connect to resume crunch. So
Isn't that what we were just looking at, the API for that?
yeah, but we need to create a service on the Rails side to connect
Oh,
to
got it. Okay.
So basically, that's it.
Hmm.
At this point, with with deployment on Heroku,
Hmm.
we we have everything to make it work.
Hmm.
Just
Okay.
need to start creating the service and everything.
What? Where would you? What do you mean by service? Basically, something that invokes the API.
Yes, yes. We need to have some sort of we need to create a module that is separated from the current code that will connect to this and do all the interactions here. So basically, it will upload the resume, it will download the resume. In the future, it will ask for matches, resume that matches a job, and so that's why
Is there
this is broken
is
here
there
into multiple pieces.
is there any particular for 189? There's a lot of noise. Is there any particular pattern, design pattern, or reference that you can point the developer to for 189?
Uh, there are the approach that I think that we should go on. It's a microservice approach. There's a
Hmm.
bunch of tutorials online for for microservices in Rails.
Hmm.
So basically, I would go with something like that.
Okay. You think that's something? Well, we can worry about who gets to find it. I'm wondering if Vijaya could do that as well. Work on that. But anyway,
I don't know. I think it will depend on her. She because I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long this will take. I believe it will not take long. There are, as I said, there's a bunch of things online that
hmm,
help out on this. There are like libraries to put in the middle to have some sort of cache around and stuff. But this is going to be a pretty straightforward thing. What she needs to do, or whoever picks this up, is just picks up the module. We'll have a
hmm,
function that will do authentication, and that's a very basic post request into this API with the username and password. It will return a token,
hmm,
and using that token, you need to do a post for the on this on this URL with the information of the file, or you need to do a get. You need to do a get with the user ID here and the token, and that's it.
hmm.
So it's not a very hard thing to do. And as I said, there are some libraries that will help this, especially on the connection, and there are some others that allow you to do the the REST requests pretty easy. So I do not anticipate a lot of issues here.
Okay. Any particular reference on the top of your head, or just search for
Um,
something?
the last time when I started this, I just went online and Googled microservices in Rails. or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Microservices, Rails,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe I found something there. Let me see if eventually it will work. And so basically that's it for yeah. So
Okay.
use
Yep.
everything. So
Mm-hmm.
that explains pretty easy. That I believe whoever picks this up, it shouldn't be a major issue finding resources to the things. Here, I believe it uses directly the HTTP library. No, it uses Faraday. Yeah, Faraday is the. I'm not sure if you do you know this.
No. No.
This is basically it works like a proxy and it abstracts you from the connection, HTTP connection, and you can just do posts and gets directly. You see here the Faraday thing, and you can
Mm-hmm.
just post here with the payload and everything in the Faraday. Allows you to connect stuff in the middle. So this works as a middleware. Faraday is a middleware gem that will take care of everything that is related with the connection.
You know what? I suggest put that link in the comment for that 189. This is a starting point for whoever takes it up. I think you want to say the easiest way to achieve this is not archive.
Sorry?
The easiest way to achieve this, not to archive it, of course.
Ah. There.
Yeah.
So blank here, so it's good. Okay.
All right. Well, that's good.
Okay, so this is done here. So for the registration, do we know if we're missing something?
So with registration, should we add 189 as well for the to-do? Since that's an 89 and 120. I can't think of anything else as long as we can get the resume in there.
Okay.
I think we're in pretty good shape.
So for the search jobs, we currently don't have anything here, right?
We don't.
Search capabilities for job categories, player search, job seeker search
Number
for
100. Yeah.
apply. Do we have anything else? 100 job developer search for job seeker. Search box on.
You still got a search. You've still got search in your search field.
Yes. Job developer. Okay, there's nothing more related there with search.
Yeah. Something called apply. So
Or the apply part. Is there anything?
there is a number 29. There's a
So you can apply to a job.
yep.
And to apply to jobs.
We should break that up.
Yeah. We should. But
Yeah.
we'll do that after 29. And next one, job seeker landing page. Default page after login.
So that's part of the story that I think Amy's working on right now. Not so much coding, huh?
Not so much coding today. Okay, so Amy, this one, right? The 202. When I log into Pets, I should be directed to my home page. And after login. Okay. Do you have anything else?
No, that's basically all she's doing now.
So jobs applied to.
That's not implemented because we don't have jobs application applied yet. She's got a placeholder on her page for that, but that's it.
So shall we create a task for this?
Yeah, I suppose we should. It would be gated by 202 and 29.
List of applied jobs as a job seeker. I want to see all the jobs that I applied to. And okay. Okay. This task is blocked by the. Is it really blocked by something? Because this is just a list of jobs you apply to.
Well, we need to have job application working, so that's number 29, right? And then,
I was thinking maybe, because the thing is, are we going to implement something, or do we have all the objects in the database and stuff for the apply?
our database right now doesn't accommodate capturing the fact that a job seeker applied to a job,
Okay.
what job, when, etc. So there's still got some design work there.
Okay, so it's gated. Oh.
Chad was very clear on the last client call. He wants to know when a job seeker, if they applied directly, rather than job developer doing for them, he wants to know when, what job, who, etc. He wants us to track all that. And he wants to be alerted in real time that that occurred. If I'm the job developer, I need to be alerted in real time that that application occurred.
Okay.
So
So list of jobs that match job seeker background.
yeah, that's part of the home page that Amy designed. And of course, we need that.
It's this one, the
Yeah,
202.
she's got a placeholder on the design for that content, and of course, we can't get it until we get the
My
cruncher to
question
work.
is this the 202?
Is this a what?
Is this also the 202 to for this?
Yeah, she'll activate it on the home job seeker homepage when it's available. But the
Yeah, but
functionality is not
we need,
available.
we need to create, the thing is, we need to create the story for this then.
Yep, we do. Unless we already have something.
No. Okay.
Applied to jobs. Oh, look at 214.
Oh.
What's that one? That I think that was a misfire on her part. I don't think we need that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Try to. Oh, I need to close it. Next, job submits, create job association with job. Okay. Job submits a job application, job registration.
About 100? Oh, that's kind of different, I guess.
Yeah, it's a little bit different here, I believe.
Yeah.
So maybe let us see. Total job seeker. Oh, there's another one. 48.
I think, yeah. That'll also be noted when we talk about job developer MVP list.
44. It's also with Don.
No, we'll have to also note that under job developer.
So you want me to put a tag for job developer here? Oh, it's already there.
Yeah, it's already under that.
Okay.
On the MVP list, it's associated with job developer as well. That's all.
This one, the 44.
Don't know about that one.
Applies directly to a job. This is MVP, right? It's part of the apply.
It's part MVP includes notification to job agency people upon job application. What I told Chet is that our MVP list is designed not to accommodate notifications and a lot of interaction with the actual company because we don't fully understand that. And also, we want our MVP app to be used only by agency people. Before we blow it out to external people like in company partners, we want to have done, a trial run with the agency alone.
So
we purposely kept those kinds of things interacting with company people. Other than basic company person can join and they can create jobs. We kept everything else out of the MVP because of that.
Okay, so 43 is also MVP.
I believe so. I have to look at the MVP list.
Is it on the MVP?
Go down to case manager, job seekers apply to a job. Yeah, it is. Right there. It's the one below it. Yep.
No, not This not good. Okay, this. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I hate this editor.
Yeah.
It's awful.
One, two notifications. So it's also here, but the next line. This is the next line as well.
Yep.
This is here. Go down there.
Can you do that on multiple rows at the same time?
Oh, I wish.
Can't do it.
No. Okay, so this is. Oh, really?
Oh no.
Ah,
Oh, gee. You know, I would suggest saving before you do much. I've had this thing freeze up on me in the past after I've done a lot of things, and I lose everything. I don't know if you've had that happen to you, but
right, just column here. See if I can. Right? Nope. This adds a column to all the table. Nope. Not sure what happened here, so it's good. Okay. So this is the one, right? 44.
44. Okay.
Oh, 43. 43. And also, there should be here. It's the 48
Yep.
is somewhere. Job seeker apply to job here.
That was it. Yep.
So 48. Okay, so no, I'll save it. Okay, I think I have to leave now for a bit to
Okay.
get my lunch ready. And afterwards I'll be back. I'll try to keep on going with this.
Okay, I have to do a little bit of stuff, then I got to take off.
And
Um,
I'll just say something, and I'll just try to I'll create a new. I don't know if I have some time. I'll create a new hangout, and I'll just keep it running, and then we can just talk about this. Okay.
I'm kind of booked up much of the afternoon, but I'll look for availability. If you get to the point where you've done a lot of work and you got to do something else, just send me a message, and maybe I can continue. If not, I'll join your pair programming and we can continue together.
Yeah. That's what I said. What I think I'm gonna do is just if I have some time, I'll just start a pair programming session and just be around, just recording, and then if you guys wanna pop up.
Okay.
Okay.
And if you run out of time and we're still not done populating the MVP list with stories,
Yeah.
just let me know where you're at, and I can maybe do some before the stand-up.
Okay.
I think I'll have a little bit of time then too.
Okay.
Okay, good.
So I'll see you later.
All right. Well, hope you feel better.
Thank you.
Talk to you. Bye now.